I want you to try something with me right now, or in a moment when you're safely near a kitchen counter. Stand on one leg, lift the other foot just off the floor, and see how long you can hold it. Because here is something remarkable that researchers discovered. How long you can balance on one leg is one of the strongest, simple predictors of how long and how well you're going to live. In one study, older adults who couldn't stand on one leg for even 10 seconds had a dramatically higher risk of dying in the following years than those who could. That's not about being an athlete. It's about a hidden ability that quietly fades after 60, and that most people never think to train until a fall takes their independence. Today, I'll show you the simple balance test to check yourself, what your result means, and 5 easy exercises to rebuild your balance and protect yourself from falls. I'm Dr. Sonia, an emergency physician, and I have seen more times than I can count how a single fall changes everything. A fall is the leading cause of injury in older adults, and too often it's the event that ends someone's independent life. But here's what gives me hope. Balance is not something you simply lose to age. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained and rebuilt, often surprisingly quickly, no matter how old you are. Quick thing first. If you want practical, science-based health information made for your age, subscribing helps me reach more people who need it. It's free and it takes a second. Let me explain why balance fades, because it makes the fix make sense. Standing upright is not passive. Your brain is constantly juggling 3 streams of information: your inner ear sensing motion, your eyes seeing where you are, and tiny sensors in your muscles and joints telling your brain where your body is in space. After 60, all 3 can dull. Your reaction time slows, and the muscles that make quick corrections weaken. The result is that little wobble that, on a wet floor or a loose rug, becomes a fall. But every one of those systems responds to training. Challenge your balance regularly, and your brain and muscles sharpen right back up. So let's do the test. Stand next to a sturdy counter or chair, close enough to grab it instantly if you need to. Shift your weight onto one leg, lift the other foot slightly off the floor, and start counting the seconds. Keep your eyes open. Time how long you can hold before you have to put the foot down or grab support. Then try the other side. Here's a rough guide for what's typical. If you're in your 60s, being able to hold for about 20 to 30 seconds is a good sign. In your 70s, around 15 seconds. In your 80s, about 10. But the single most important number from the research is this. Being able to hold for at least 10 seconds is a meaningful threshold. If you can't yet hold 10 seconds on each leg, please don't be discouraged, because that is exactly what we're going to fix, and it's very trainable. Now, 5 simple exercises to rebuild your balance. Do these near a counter and only progress as you feel steady. The first is the single leg stand, which is the test itself used as training. Hold the counter lightly and stand on one leg for as long as you comfortably can. Work toward 30 seconds each side. As you improve, hold with just a fingertip, then briefly with no hands. This alone, done daily, produces real gains. The second is the heel-to-toe walk, sometimes called tandem walking. Imagine a straight line on the floor and walk along it, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, like walking a tightrope, 10 to 15 steps. Keep a wall or counter within reach. This trains the narrow base balance you need for real-world walking and turning. The third is the sit-to-stand. From a sturdy chair, stand up and sit back down slowly, without using your hands if you can, 10 times. This looks like a strength exercise, and it is, but it's also balance training because it rebuilds the powerful leg muscles that catch you and stabilize you, and it directly practices a movement you do dozens of times a day. The fourth is heel and toe raises. Holding the counter, rise up onto your toes, hold for a moment, Then rock back onto your heels, lifting your toes off the floor. 10 to 15 of each. This strengthens your ankles and calves, the very base of your balance, and improves the fine control that keeps you steady. And the fifth is the clock reach, a gentle way to challenge your balance in every direction. Standing on one leg with the counter beside you, imagine you're standing in the center of a clock face and slowly reach your free foot to point toward 12, then 3, then 6, then 9, returning to center each time. This teaches your body to stay stable while you move and reach, which is exactly the situation where falls happen. Let me give you a few keys to make this work and keep it safe. First, safety always comes first. Do these near a solid counter or in a doorway where you can catch yourself, and never push to the point of a real wobble without support. Second, consistency beats intensity. Just a few minutes most days will improve your balance more than a long session once in a while, so tie it to something you already do, like waiting for the kettle. Third, keep breathing normally and don't hold your breath. And fourth, remember that vision and footwear matter too. Keep your eyes checked and wear supportive shoes rather than loose slippers, because good input and a stable base make balancing far easier. I also want you to think of balance as connected to your whole body. The stronger your legs and the more you move, the better your balance. And the better your balance, the more confidently you move, which keeps you stronger. It's a positive circle, and stepping into it protects the independence that means everything as we age. Let me bring it together. How long you can stand on one leg is a powerful, simple measure of your balance and even your longevity. And 10 seconds is a meaningful threshold to aim for. Test yourself safely near a counter, then rebuild your balance with 5 easy exercises. The single leg stand, heel to toe walking, sit to stands, heel and toe raises, and the clock reach. Do a few minutes most days, keep it safe near support, and you will feel yourself getting steadier within weeks. Balance is not something you have to surrender to age. It's a skill you can take back, and it may be one of the most important things you ever train. If this helped, share it with someone you love who worries about falling. I'm Dr. Sonia. See you in the next one.